Shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm Brother Nagab from the camp of GMS in Tampa, and I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, listen, watch in truth and sincerity. And I just want to get into a quick lesson, okay, on not being too focused on the world, all right? And with that, start off with 1 Peter 2 and verse 11. It says, "Dear friends, I warn you as temporary residents and foreigners to keep away from worldly desires that wage war against your souls." All right? So we're temporary residents, right? These bodies, everything in this world is temporary, right? These bodies, the money, right? This kingdom, even this kingdom has an expiration date, right? So we have to have a account for everything we have did in these bodies while we were in them, right? Let me see. This is the definition of temporary. Says a lasting for only a limited period of time, not permanent. And that's right. Yeah. The bodies that we're in, it's only lasting for a limited period of time. It's not permanent. We don't stay in these bodies forever. All right? We don't stay in this kingdom forever. It has an end date. Scripture says a bounds that cannot be passed, roughly paraphrasing, right? So with that being said, we have to stay away from these worldly desires, the flesh, right? Walking after the flesh, we have to walk after the spirit, right? Because what? Let me grab that. Let me see. Here we go. This is Luke 22, verse 31. It says, "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat." Right? So Satan is trying to sift you as wheat, right? Do any and everything to make you fall out the truth, right? Get you out this truth, right? And the way he's going to get you is by temptation, right? Those worldly desires, right? The money, the love of money, right? The women, right? So that's why we have to be careful in what we doing and always self-examine, right? This is 2 Peter 3 and verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Right? So, seeing that everything shall be dissolved, all right, by what? The nukes, these nukes that's coming, right? Everything's going to be dissolved, right? The cars, the money, these bodies, right? Everything that can be used to attach you to this world will be dissolved, right? So with knowing that, what manner of persons ought ye to be? How should you be in holy conversation and godliness, right? You should be single-eyed, thinking about the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, repenting, right? Doing all you can to gain salvation, all right? So therefore, we can't be indulging in this world, right? Because if you indulge in this world too much, the next thing you know is you're not doing videos no more. You're not going out to camp no more. You're not praying no more, right? Not in this truth as you was, right? This is Mark 4 and verse 19 in the NLT. It says, but all too quickly, the message is crowded out by the worries of this life. And that's what tends to happen, right? The message of the Lord starts to get crowded out by the worries of this life, right? The woman, all right, that's a big one. The future, trying to have a life, right? For Esau, trying to build you something here. It says the lure of wealth and the desire for other things, so no fruit is produced, right? So going back to that worldly desires, right, for other things, and the lure of wealth, thinking you can be someone, right? Then next thing you know, like I said, you're not producing fruit. No fruit is being produced, right? So what? The Lord is going to spew you out his mouth, right? Because what? The Lord said, I'd rather you be hot or cold. But you being lukewarm, he's going to spew you out his mouth. Grab. In the KJV, it says, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it become unfruitful, right? So it's choking the word out of you slowly but surely, right? It don't happen all of a sudden. It's a build up over time. It gradually happens, right? So, therefore, this is what we have to do. This is Proverbs 4 and verse 23. It says, guard your heart above all else. Oh, in the NLT, it says, guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. And the word heart goes into your mind. All right, so you have to guard your mind above all else, for it determines the course of your life, right? It's really like, what are you thinking about? Where's your mind at, right? Is it in this world or is it in the heavens? That's why Revelations 12 and verse 12 says, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. All right? So are you dwelling in the heavens, or is your mind stayed upon this world and living in it and trying to become someone in it? All right? It says, avoid all perverse talk. Stay away from corrupt speech. Look straight ahead and fix your eyes on what lies before you. All right? And what lies before us is salvation. But we have to get through this test that we're in right now. All right? It says, mark out a straight path for your feet. Stay on the safe path. Right? And this is the straight and narrow path that we're on. It's the safest path. All right? It says, don't get sidetracked. Keep your feet from following evil. Right? And we can't get sidetracked in this truth. All right? That was the main point. We can't get sidetracked by the false riches, the false wealth, the women, or anything, caught up in the job. Can't get sidetracked by these mortal things, these mortal thoughts. Or I have to stay single-eyed on the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai in this truth. So what? We can endure unto the end. Right? So don't focus too much on this world and the things that's in it. Right? So, let's see.